Hi, Colette from Creative Art Pages. Whether you're just a beginner or slightly more advanced, I would like to inspire you to try new techniques and show you the step-by-step process on how to create using Pointilism. Let's get started.
Okay, wonderful. Now we've got our picture, and what we're going to do is take a blank piece of paper and place it over your picture so that you can lightly see the picture in the background. And in this case, I have a fine liner, but it's almost like a Koki type of pen. And you literally go over the lines where you would have normally drawn solid lines. You are using dots. And pointillism is basically a whole lot of dots put together to create an awesome picture, and you shade by using more in one spot or less in one spot. And as this video progresses, you will see the picture come together. So the whole idea is just to continue with your dots until it looks right from a distance. It's also good to just sometimes stand back a bit and look at it from a distance to see where it needs a little bit more balance, maybe a little bit more depth on one side or in one specific area, and then you go back to your picture. It's always good to just check from a distance every now and then. So that's a little tip. And your eye automatically shows you how to balance it. So in this case, the background flower is quite easily seen through this paper because it's not a very thick paper. But if you're planning to use a thicker paper maybe and you can't see the background, I would suggest a light box, as I've done many beautiful and easy pointillism works using a light box, as it just really makes it so much easier to see the picture, especially if it's a little bit more complicated with more shading. And then in that case also you are going to be using more different tips, different sized pens, because you are going to do light fine dots where you need a lot of highlights, and then you might even use thicker, more or squared, big thick tip pens for something more rugged, in a corner, in a dark corner. So pointillism in reality is just playing around with dots and having fun. And it's quite amazing how easy it is, because a lot of people look at it and think, oh my goodness, that's something I'll never be able to do, until you actually try it. Because the nice thing about pointillism is that you actually have very good control, in that you are in control of how many dots you put down. So it's something that you kind of build slowly, so you can easily see when you have enough, and you're not inclined to do too much from the beginning, because you're obviously building it up. So it's not that easy to mess it up. It's actually quite easy to get a very satisfying picture, because you are pretty much in control all the time. And it's not like paint running or ink splashing or something that can really just do its own thing and go in its own direction. You are controlling the pen, and you can decide when to stop. So those are my tips on pointillism. And obviously this is now a very simple flower, but it does give you the idea of how simple and easy it can be. And then you can go into more intricate details, try a face, and building a window, all sorts of things that you can move into. But just get the feeling first and be comfortable with it. And just as a reminder, if you don't have a light box, you could also do it against a window where the light is shining through, or a glass door, a sliding door. That always works well for many of my students that use the windows as light boxes. So really simple and exciting. One other thing that my one daughter did when she was 8 was a caracal, and it came out beautifully. My other daughter did a ballet tutu, which also came out lovely because you can see the highlights, lowlights, and the tulle just making beautiful fine patterns, and it's really a lovely technique for a ballet outfit because it's so fine. And yes, I don't think that you can go wrong. Obviously there's always room for improvement as we practice, but definitely simple enough to try and quite an exciting technique. And I'm telling you that you will be surprised at how well your little ones actually do with this. Once they grasp the concept, they actually don't find it too difficult. Over here you can also see that I'm starting to shade the inside. So when you need depth, as you can see, to make things look rounder, you just do more dots and create shading as if you would with a pencil shading around a sphere, just to make the inside stand out more and make it look as if it's slightly raised. So there, you're getting the idea. Easy, straightforward, and effective. It's always impressive, even though it's so simple and it looks like you've spent hours. Even though these little dots actually go much faster than what you think, your arm and hand learns to move quite fast and to become more confident as you go, so you're not completely lost, and it's just faster and faster as you practice. So I want to encourage you to just go for it, go and enjoy this technique, try it, have fun, teach it to others, and be happy.
Thank you for watching. I hope you've been inspired. Please click on the link below to download your free vision board guide for extra creative inspiration, and visit my website to view my book called Identity Through Creativity. For you have been created to create.